My mom had came up to my house. She was giving me my birthday present for my 20th birthday. She had bought me a new TV. Um, and as she was about to leave, we live out kind of in the middle of nowhere, and so a car was pulling up, and I didn't recognize the car, and we had just asked the people, hey, this is private property, it's, this isn't where you're supposed to be, so would you guys please leave? And they escalated into, flipping my mom off and cussing at her and just disrespecting us on our property. And then as we followed them out to make sure that they left, the person in the back seat, they had pulled a gun out and showed it to my mom, and they had said that they were going to come back. And that was when I had, it was deer season, and we live in the woods, so I always had a gun on me, and I had my deer rifle, and when I thought that my mom was going to get shot, I shot first. I didn't really even know anything. I didn't really know how serious anything even was yet. But I was scared, thinking I was going to have to face it alone. I just thought it's going to be a long time. I was sitting in jail. Steve came down and met me while I was still in jail. We had about a 30-minute talk. He explained to me exactly everything that was going to happen, and he wasn't wrong on any of it. He just told me, mind your business, go in there and, just behave yourself. And he's like, and he told me, and he proved himself right. He said, I'll fight like hell to get you out of it. So I got charged with 3 counts of assault in the first degree, Class A felonies. I got charged with 3 counts of armed criminal action, all Class A 2. And then I got charged with 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon, Class A felony, and that was a subsection 7. So in total, they said that if we went to trial, they were going to run everything consecutive if I was found guilty, which would have been a little over 100 years in prison. Whenever they made that offer, like 3 weeks after I got out on bond, and they made an offer for 15 or 20 years. They made an offer for 20 years, and Steve was like, I would not recommend you take this. I think we can fight it. And so we fought, and we went, we recreated everything. He came out to my house, and we ran through everything that happened. He took videos, he took pictures. I had spent hours up there at his office. We had spent hours. He was, I don't know how long me and him would sit on the phone for just talking about things as it was getting closer to everything going to happen for trial, because we really thought we were going to trial. After everything was done, I just felt, even though I am on 5 years of SIS probation, I just felt free. Like this wasn't going to end with me, rotting away in a prison cell, and felt like I could start my life, and have a fresh start. I wasn't the greatest human before everything, but I gave my life to Christ, and that's the biggest part of my testimony, was just finding Jesus through all of that. And yep. Before I met Steve, I was sitting in jail, and I felt like that was going to be my home for the next 100 years. I was terrified that I would lose my family, and my family would lose me. After meeting Steve and him coming and meeting with me, he promised me that he would fight like hell and get me out of it. And because of the hard work and the dedication that he put into my case specifically. From looking at over 100 years in prison, I am now serving 2.5 years of SIS probation, and it will never be on my record. So I would highly recommend Combs Waterkotte to anybody that's looking for the best lawyer you can get.